families here in our area are depending on the Y. They get food through certain programs. Other families are able to go back to work, so the kids are able to safely stay in these after-school extracurricular activities, and they can do so safely.
This is what gives Gary Longus strength and helps boost his immunity.
I do 1 hour a day, 5 days a week.
He's a member of the YMCA of Greenville and works out at the George I. Tyson Family Y in Travelers Rest.
I run some 3 days a week, but I really like coming here, the things that the Y gives me, the classes the Y gives me.
Employees with YMCA Camp Greenville say they heard from you, the CDC, and DHEC, and are prepared to have camp this season. Fox Carolina's Jennifer Phillips stopped by Camp Greenville and shows us the plan to keep campers as safe as possible.
Blood, all different ways that the YMCA is helping you help others.
The YMCA throughout history has always responded to community needs, and as those needs change, we change with them. And right now, this time, given the coronavirus and all the related issues, we're having to do some things a little bit differently, including the way that we serve and help people.
Jane, the COVID-19 pandemic changed the economic landscape for a lot of people. Some lost their jobs, some had their hours cut, some even lost their homes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dozens of families living in hotels and motels in Greenville.
Going through this hard time with this COVID-19, and it's helped a bunch of us here. If it wasn't for them, a lot of us would have went hungry.
By them, Sean means the YMCA volunteers who show up every Friday with food that's convenient for where they live.
Vienna sausages, Roman noodles, everything that really don't need to be cooked, really.
The feeding program began weeks ago, back in April, and the hope is to keep it going as long as it needs to.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good day. Thank you.
And keeps many from having to choose between a roof over their heads or food in their stomachs.
Today, Academy Sports is teaming up with the YMCA to donate to 80 local kids from preschool all the way to high school.
They're the best part of my life, so being able to give them anything and everything they want is all I want to do.
The Y tells us it's selected these families through its weekly food delivery program, which does help families all across Greenville.
A second ago, Harvest Hope, Meals on Wheels, and YMCA all coming together to give these meals back. And, you know, before we show you a little bit of the line, I want to show you some of the contents of these things.
The YMCA will use this summer day camp program as a model when school begins.
We have developed best practices, policies, and procedures to be able to operate school-age child care programming in this environment.
Ashlyn, a single mother of 3 kids, works in the medical field, and when she found out the YMCA could provide emergency child care, it was life-changing.
I just can't tell you the relief that I felt and the sense of like, okay, we're going to make it. And before that, I just felt this deep aloneness, like I'm the only person providing for my family through this pandemic. I'm the only person to take care of my children, and I don't know what I'm going to do. And then when the Y stepped in to provide that care, I felt like I'm not alone anymore because they're here with me in this, and I know that my kids are going to be well taken care of while I'm able to continue to go to work.